Now at 11, the holidays can be a difficult time for people who've just lost a loved one, and you might not feel up to celebrating, knowing it can be a painful day without them. However, skipping a holiday could actually be damaging for your young children. Your reporter Jillian Brooks joins us in studio with the importance of keeping up traditions while also coping with the loss. Jillian.
Claire, during the holidays, the pain of a recent loss can almost feel unavoidable. Their absence is more prominent while gathered around the dinner table rather than on a normal day of the week. Any holiday after a tragic loss is hard.
But it can still be happy and it can still have joyous parts to it.
Robert Smith is the executive director of the Amelia Center. He says the first few holidays will be difficult, but it is important to talk with your kids about expectations. As a parent, he encourages you to try your best to provide a normal celebration.
The fear of sadness or somebody saying something and people getting emotional. But most of the time, you can tell stories, you can remember things, and even if there are moments of sadness, you can still kind of recoup and still have joy and laughter.
He said it's important to preserve your traditions, no matter how different they might feel.
Parts of the day are going to go as expected because that, as a caregiver, sets the tone for children of how we as a family are going to handle loss in our life. That yes, it's sad, and yes, we're going to miss, and we're going to talk and tell stories, but we also have the right and the ability to still have holiday and still have tradition.
If something doesn't work this year, just change it for next year. Smith said you will regret if you don't do enough more than you would regret doing too much.
But one of the hard conversations we have is that the choices you're making right now can't hurt the feelings of the person who died. But the choices you're making can hurt the feelings of the kids and the family and the friends who are still here.
Now, Smith says the biggest misconception around the holidays any year is that the day either goes really well or poorly. He said to remember that celebrations are not so black and white, so even as we are healing from loss, we can still expect some struggle and joy. Claire.